Ladies and gentlemen, moving swiftly on to our next contest of the evening. Making his way to the blue corner, please welcome Tommy Asabre.
Well, fans, buckle up because the action just keeps on coming, this time in the form of the New Wave Academy athlete, Tommy Asabre. Tommy, a very gifted athlete all around, great in the jiu-jitsu game, very good controlling wrestling, Dean, and of course that real aggressive, flashy striking that we've come to expect from those guys down there at NWA.
Coming from New Wave Academy, excellent jiu-jitsu skills, amazing striking there from Colin. Having been in a war with Colin myself, I can attest to that. Heavy hands. Tommy has got a great right hand on him, and he couples it up brilliantly with some beautiful left hooks.
And some quick kicks too. Shout out to Christian Ivaldi as well there, also in the corner, just seen on camera. The Flying Italian himself, a very flashy kickboxer in his own right. So you talk about Colin Nwadike and of course Christian, the rest of the crew there. Shout out to Amon Madden, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. Those guys have really got a well-rounded camp that's like a tight-knit family. And Dean, for young athletes like Tommy, you know, who's only had now 4 fights in his career, that can be the difference. That can be a pivotal factor in your growth as an individual.
The key factor here with Tommy is able to put everything together under one roof.
And his opponent making his way to the red corner, please welcome Simon the Tiger Dana.
But you talk about a type of training camp where you've got access to everything. That is why the Italian Simone Diana has made passage over to Team Titan. And you know, the talk to the locker room, this guy's got a real aggressive and dynamic kickboxing game. So it starts on the feet against Tommy. It's going to be explosive, Dean.
Speaking to Brad about Simone, Brad being the head coach there, he said he's got some very dangerous striking. He's really rangy, he's able to gauge that range and put power on the end of his shots.
And it's going to be very compelling when the two go toe-to-toe. The thing about Tommy is, you know, as an opponent, he's very spirited, he's very enthusiastic. He's going to want to go in there and make a statement. Of course, Simone, also a very similar character, and that can say a lot about the mental and emotional side of MMA, Dean.
Simone looking very focused there. A lot of fighters will run around the cage as a pre-ritual thing of a fight. Some won't even look at each other. And it's all about the psychology of the fight. Have they got that down tonight? Is everything in their favor physically and mentally?
Well, it's the final preparations here for Mr. Diana as he makes his way out of the fighter's entrance and into the ring. Back to Grant Waterman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is in the Rise of Champions featherweight division. Introducing these two warriors. The fighter standing in the blue corner. He weighed in at 143.5 pounds. He represents the New Wave Academy. He is Tommy Asabre. And standing across the cage in the red corner, he weighed in at 144.6 kilograms. He represents Team Titan. He is Simon the Tiger Dana. The transaction is Simon Almeida.
Featherweight action here in the ROC. Sam Amidi in charge. Out of the red corner, Simone Dana from Team Titan 2-0, taking on Tommy Asabre 2-2 from New Wave Academy in the blue corner. And both fighters, as you said, Dean, very good on the toes, moving the balls of their feet, very light and balanced. And Tommy, happy to engage and press the action here. Simone on the back foot, but then coming in with a high point roundhouse kick.
Tommy with some beautiful punches and hooks that we talked about earlier. Excellent lateral and in and out movement. Beautiful footwork there. Works off the cage beautifully there. Pivots to his left.
And it's funny, being in the southpaw stance, you got to watch out for that right hand. You'd think the left crosses the power, but he will absolutely blast you with his right knuckles and finishing with quick kicks. And Simone, I think, unable to gauge the distance thus far, missing more than landing. A very wide stance, though, for Asabre. Got to watch out for those kicks if Simone gets going.
Diana locking up with Tommy. Now this is, oi, big knee and a hook there, miss by Asabre. Diana will look on the outside there, and he'll squat down a little bit, and when he does that, you know he's going to throw some really powerful shots, whether they be hooks or uppercuts. He'll counter a lot on the outside. Oi, just like we just see there, beautiful right hand there.
I like how Asabre moves his head off the center line when he throws those kicks. He's got to make sure he doesn't run anything big. Beautiful trip, though, from Simone. Asabre off his back here, a very active grappler.
Diana showing some of his Muay Thai skills, caught the kick, enabled the takedown. He ends up on top in the guard here. Oh, looking for the sweep is Tommy. Diana sensed that, kept his base out. Now he ends up on top, half guard, and looking to pass.
NWA corner calling for big shoulder pressure here to open up that pass out of half guard. Simone holding on for dear life here, though, as Tommy Asabre postures up and starts raining down those punches.
Diana, they're off the bottom, looking to cinch up the triangle. He's got to pop that arm through, Chris. Oh, Tommy senses that. Beautiful submission, grappling defense there from Tommy Asabre.
Asabre certainly spirited, wanting to press the action early, but got to watch out for one arm in there, Dean. Great job putting the left arm through to defend that triangle. Active hips, though, from Simone. Asabre controlling them now and slowing the pace here to certainly, no doubt in a moment, land some punches.
Diana on the bottom, controlling the head really well of Tommy. Not letting him sediment, not letting him settle to throw the punches down, opts to stand up.
Asabre continues to bounce on the balls of his feet.
Double underhooks there for Asabre.
Good torque there to try to catch that outside trip. If he gets him off balance, that's a very great maneuver.
Jen did the correct thing. He sucked his hips backwards there, away from his opponent. Taking some heavy knees now.
Because the moment you get those double underhooks and torque your opponent backwards, Dean, that trip becomes very easy. So wisely defended from Diana. Man, that was a round. That was a round where they covered more distance than many a fighter will in 3, Dean. They were all over that ring.
The next round will be the decisive. They've both clinched up. They've taken each other down. They've been striking with each other. Now let's see, when they turn the key, which door opens. What are they going to fire out in this next round?
Round 2 of a scheduled 3 here tonight. It's Asabre versus Diana. And a look of determination from Simone there. I think they want to get a better start this time and disallow Asabre to get inside the way he did at multiple points there.
Asabre looking for the body kick on the outside. A bit more elusive in this round.
And Simone using that stutter step to throw him off. Much better job there. He's got to be either in or out. He certainly has the reach advantage here in this bout. But that would be what he doesn't want. Overcommitting on a 1-2. Asabre gets a hold of him. Asabre, deep left underhook in this 50-50 position, but a nice cheeky level change from the Italian.
Diana, some great submission defense, then turns it into his own takedown, gets his opponent down to the mat, and ends up in full guard.
Asabre now recovering here, but difficult to maneuver against the fence. He'll try to, more than likely, create some distance and get right back to his feet. Got to watch the up kick, but Simone, possible dangerous position here with one arm in. Asabre certainly considering that triangle choke, Dean.
Asabre off his back, has to be careful about being up against the cage there. Diana could put his face down as he likes to use the head control in that position and land strikes to the head and the body.
Beautiful stuff from both men. And a lot of offense and defense. Both fighters very calculated in the way they've gone about this matchup. They've done their homework, but it's now down to execution here. And that's where Asabre now finds himself on the wrong end of the takedown here, approaching the midpoint of this round.
Asabre maneuvering in the open guard there, looking to stand up against the cage. Potentially for the sweep there, gets up beautifully. Excellent work from Tommy Asabre.
And he threatened that lumberjack sweep, Dean. But a big switch kick and Asabre waves him on. Tommy using some nice kickboxing of his own there with that switch kick to the body.
Deanna went for that single leg there, but Asabre sensed it, threatened the guillotine and turned into a back take. Beautiful display of jiu-jitsu.
Using that head snap to bring him down and then spinning. Possible choke attempt here, Dean. He's got that left arm underneath the chin. How deep? Difficult to see. But Asabre certainly fishing. Will he be able to capitalize?
Asabre really needs to get those hooks in. He needs to get both his ankles on the inside. There we go. Just as I said that, he does it for the top control. Otherwise, he's going to risk being shaked off the back, but he does it brilliantly. Looking for the choke here now. Deanna, oh, this is under the chin, Chris.
Beautiful stuff there. Deanna has to be very, very mindful because Asabre has got time here and is looking to explode. But the hand fighting with these bigger gloves under amateur rules is very difficult. 10 seconds to go. Can he do it?
Deanna reached down there to try and prize the hook of Tommy Asabre off. And that can be dangerous because it exposes your neck. He's doing a brilliant job here of having 2-on-1. 2 arms on 1 hand is better defense.
What a round. And Asabre certainly found himself in early adversity after being taken down. A surprise takedown, I might add. Given the kickboxing that we saw from Deanna, he had that crazy switch kick to the head. And Asabre waved him on, but then Asabre, Dean, able to come back towards the end of that round and threaten with a finish of his own.
Tommy Asabre showing some dominance, but Deanna showing that he can switch the trigger faster. He can get there just a little bit quicker, and I think that's going to be the decider in this fight.
We continue. It's round 3 of the Rise of Champions coming right your way. Round 3 here, and what's definitely been a back and forth battle. This contest continues though, with just a few minutes left on the clock. And certainly both men in it to win it, Dean. Asabre though with an early takedown, head outside single here, trying to run the pipe. Simone doesn't have it. Simone doing a great job of retracting that leg and getting his head into the mix and trying to pummel around and disengage. Well done for the Italian.
Tommy Asabre opting for the takedown there. Some success on the floor, lovely drop level. Oh my goodness, excellent defense from Deanna. Looking for that underhook there. Hiked Asabre straight back up. Still pulling the trigger really on in this round. A testament to these two fighters' cardio. It's lasted through these late rounds.
Yeah, the conditioning is certainly an incredible thing to witness. Asabre got clipped there though on the right cross from Deanna. Not a lot of power in it, but it certainly caught his attention, Dean.
Enough for Asabre to initiate that takedown where he was having so much sex. Looking for that single leg, but not getting it. Deanna on the outside, firing some shots, showing he's still dangerous, making Asabre pay for coming in.
Asabre dives for the leg, trying to hit the ankle pick. I think he's a little bit hurt, Dean. Deanna knows it. Deanna punishing here. Hammer fist, little pitter-patter punches.
Asabre needs to be careful about shooting out too far away. Gives Deanna a chance to sprawl and land some strikes in to stop that takedown. As Deanna switches him nicely on the cage, looking for the big head kick there.
And there can be no doubt in my mind that Asabre won that first round, but Deanna is certainly making a statement here in the third team.
Oh my goodness, Asabre went for the takedown and got reversed into mount as Deanna raining down punches.
And the ground and pound comes down in buckets. The Italian has made it all the way to the mount, racing towards the finish line. Referee in charge, Salamidi, looking very closely here, Dean, for intelligent defense.
Deanna looking for the finish there. Asabre weathered the storm, looking to escape. He's moving his hips really well, looking to create space there, perhaps hook up the half guard. He can't turn away like this.
It's a blizzard of fists coming down from the Team Titan fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more will it take? And that's it.
Oh my goodness.
That's the end of the fight, Dean. What a win.
Asabre just unable to intelligently defend himself. Deanna holding that mount beautifully, raining down. The amount of punches there that were traded was unbelievable. Off the counter, Simone Deanna is victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, yet again, give a round of applause for both these fighters. What a war! But after 2 minutes and 18 seconds of the third round. Our referee Sam Amini calls a halt to the action. By way of ground and pound, your winner from Italy, Simon the Tiger D'Anna. And ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for again runner-up, Tommy Asabre.